Welcome to the Gamescape, everybody. My name is Jarek, and today we're back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is episode 121 of our playthrough, and in our previous episode, we continued on past the fight that we had with the priestess of Nocticula, and instead of going back the way we had come to that other portal, I decided to push forward a little bit and kind of explore a little bit to the would have been the right side as we were entering that chamber. And found a bridge over that way. We got in a couple of fights, and then we found another path, portal rather, back to the Midnight Fane. And that portal brought us into what would have been the right side of the thing as we were entering the altar room way back when. So we kind of made our way all the way around the outside of the altar room. And as soon as we got in there, we saw another priest sending more demons in to fight with the Hand of the Inheritor and with Queen Galfrey, and they went the other way. Well, I didn't hear any horns blowing saying that they needed help, and so I decided to go ahead and chase after the priest, and turns out, yes, it was the priest of Descari in the next room, and he had sent all of his helpers to go fight the others, so it was just us versus him, and we took him down reasonably easily, and we got the third key. So that was actually just back here in this room, and so there was a stairwell here, and there's another one over here, although I don't know if it really goes anywhere. It's hard to say. But we decided to kind of explore a little bit rather than going directly back. And so we got into a pretty stiff fight up here with some succubus sharpshooters. And they had a mind fog cloud going on. And so it was a little bit tricky. I also accidentally misclicked and ran poor Ember clear up into here past everybody. So it wasn't the smoothest fight we've had, but it went fine. We ended up getting it. So I haven't looted yet, so I'm going to collect all of this stuff here. And let's pick up everything these guys have. I think that's just a map, yeah. Anything else? Yeah, we got some stuff here. Stuff here. All right, and that's about it. So we got this other portal here that will lead us back into the Abyss. Now, do we need to go into the Abyss again? I don't really know. Let's have a look at our map here. It doesn't really say that. It doesn't show us exactly where we need to go. So let's check it out, I guess. We do have all three keys. We do need to get back to the altar room here pretty quick. In fact, honestly, I mean, we have to do this fight now, but honestly, I should probably go back and take care of the middle section while we're still mostly rested up, now that I think about it.
Cover me, all right?
Okay, one down. Bouchelet, let's see if we can get this one of these guys back here before they get to us here. You turn on point blank. Can you hit? Hit this guy without moving. Missed a 2. Nice. Nenio, do we want to haste against these guys? We might. We have plenty of hastes. Let's do it. Okay, Valric, why don't you chop this guy up? Okay, Ember. Why don't you take one of them down? Let's get the ghoul. Ooh, one of those missed.
Why not both?
Prepare yourself. You should have listened to reason.
Okay, there we go. That's done. All right, let's have a look at our map here. Let's see if we're running into anything. I'm wondering if I shouldn't go back. We have all three keys. I don't know if it's worth getting into a big tussle down here necessarily. So we might just go back and get the altar room taken care of. I think that's probably the better choice. Oh, I didn't grab their loot. Oh well, it'll be there. All right, so let's do that. Get over here. Those are all masterwork. We'll take them. All right, let's come here and let's see if we can get this thing opened up. All right, altar is covered with the same symbols as the door in front of it, and it has 3 slots marked in the symbols of the 3 demon lords, Ascari, Baphomet, and Nocticula. Put all 3 keys in. Key fits perfectly and starts to emit a disturbing glow. When the last key is inserted, you hear a rumble. The door in front of you opens. The way to the heart of the Fane is clear. There's a Babao up here. Actually,
I
why
must part
don't
with
you
everything
pop him?
demonic in me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings. I refuse to accept their statement.
Ah, so close. This should finish him. Except we're not going to get to do it.
You're irrelevant.
Okay, now we should be able to hit him. Okay. Done there. Take that. All right. We're going into something heavy here, so I think I'm going to have a quick save just in case. Oh yeah. You are blinded by a sudden flash. It feels like giants are hammering on your temples, and a monstrous pain lashes your chest. Your wound is reopened at the worst possible moment and is gushing blood. You sense the malevolent proximity of the abyss, and you can almost touch the threat emanating from it. Slowly, almost reluctantly, the wound closes, but the pain and your heightened awareness remain. The hall bears the traces of a huge Baelor's anger. Some demons are lying on the floor, literally ground into a bloody mess, while the rest are cowering against the walls. The blood is not confined to the ground either, but is splashed across the face of the kneeling Minago. It's not clear if it came from the pentagram or the Lilitu's forehead, the pentagram on the Lilitu's forehead, or from the slash of the Baelor's claws.
Let me into the rift, Darrazand! We're all going to die here! Trying to fight back. It's madness!
No one goes into the rift. You will fight, all of you, or else.
Baelor unleashes a deafening roar, the eyes on its huge head filling with true madness. All right. I won't let anyone flee to the abyss. You're all going to die here and now.
I told you, Darrazand. Now you're going to die, and they'll hang your horned skull on the walls of Dresden.
You and your little troop made a fool of me at the Battle of Dresden. Finally, I can make you pay. Finally.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Okay, here we go. All right, Arushale, let's have a Ranger's Bond. And let's have a shot, I suppose. You can't do a shot. Well, can you do this? All right, Sela. You could do this, I think. +2 sacred bonus to AC on saves, plus these bonuses apply only against attacks effects by outsiders of the evil subtype. Could do that. Should have done this before. Woljif, haste us, please. Actually, maybe you're on the front line. Maybe you should do something more. All right, this guy here. Is he immune to illusions?
Distract them for me.
All right, defenses. Damage reduction 15 except good and cold iron good, and then nothing 10 against everything. So basically he gets 10 no matter what. He is immune to electricity and fire. He is immune to dominate type stuff and charm type stuff. Can't be dominated. Other than that, he's not actually that immune to anything. Doesn't seem like it. Anyone's got Vorpal Strike. That's not good. Weapons with this quality for 1 hour after the Baylor releases the weapon, but after this the weapon's reverted to standard magical qualities, if any. Yeah, why don't you do displacement, I suppose, on yourself or Valric? Probably on Valric. Valric's going to be the one that ends up fighting this guy the most, probably. All right, Ember. What do I want to do? Do I want to buff Valric, or do we want to start whipping some damage out? Marilith Conqueror. She's got 302 hit points at 16 hit dice. What's her armor class? 36. Why don't we do something about that, maybe? Get that down, get her cackled. Okay. Nenio, you're going to haste everybody up. Valric, why don't we start with Marilith? Or get in there too, just so Valric has somebody to... I think she's already got enemies on these guys, but we're going to instant enemy the Darrazand. And then she's going to shoot him. All right, what do we want here? He is armor class 52. No, we're going for this one first. And we're going to turn these off, and we're going to turn that on until we see how we're doing here.
Guide my hand.
Pretty good, actually. Okay, Sela, why don't you do your... What is this one again? Aura of Greater Courage. Until the end of the duration, all allies that are within the aura are immune to fear, magical or otherwise. If you don't have the aura, nothing happens. That's restoration. Let's do Angelic Aspect Greater. And we can do a Smite Evil on you, since we're doing it. Alright, Woljif, why don't you do a blur? Oh, you know what we could do too? Protection from evil. That'll do. Let's back up just a bit. Okay, well, they seem to be not paying too much attention to his concealment, huh? All right, she's gonna go ahead and do saving throws curse on Darrazand. Failed a saving throw. We're gonna cackle all that. Okay, Valric's on his last stand. Nenio, she just set you up for the kill here. Let's see if you can get it. probably... Oh, you know what you need? You need your staff. Can you do that and still cast? I don't think you can. Oh, you can. Okay, well, that didn't work. How bad is it? Will saving throw. Oof. He's plus 25 to get a 31. That's not very good. Not very likely we're going to get that. Alright, well, we got our Shadow Demon out anyway. Alright, Valric, finish the Marilith. Needs 20s to hit him. Alright, Arushale. You're going to need this. Sela, you're going to need to help him out too. A Bless wouldn't be bad. Angelic Aspect, that's personal. Blade Poison, Greater Courage, not helping us right now. He doesn't need Bull Strength. Let's do a Bless. Woljif, I think we're about out of things that you can help with here. You could do on yourself invisibility greater. And then get in there. Okay, Ember, do you have anything that will buff the party? Command, Mage Armor's no good. Bone Shaker. New Disease. Heroism. On Valric, please. I'm gonna get Valric buffed up just in time to get killed. Alright, Nenio, what do you got next? What do you say? A little Disintegrate, maybe. Didn't get his spell resistance. Alright, Valric. Let's see, what do we got? We need to get... Oh, no, I want this here. What do you say we turn... Oh, we don't even have power attack on. Yeah, he didn't have his mutagen strength going either. Unfortunate. Or Sword of Heaven would have been good too. Well, let's see what we can do. Well, we're down to 10s. Missed them all, but that's what we need. Alright, Arushale, I think you're finally ready to start letting this guy have it.
Make your peace.
Got 2 hits in. Let's do a Mark of Justice.
Into the fray! Time to share your treasures!
Hey, you hit one. That'll reduce his... Alright, let's get rid of this overlay here. Ember! Time to light this guy up. Or maybe might be better if we do a heal on Valric. Get Valric back up to full strength. That might be the better plan. Because he would have just died right there. Nenio, what else you got in your bag of tricks? I don't think you can do dismiss. I don't think it would work on him anyway. Do we want to do a stone skin against this guy? I don't know if it'll help. It'll help some. Yeah, we'll use the diamond dust. We have quite a bit. Okay, Valric. Let's let him have it.
Condition is irrational.
Oh, now the Hand of the Inheritor joins us. Thanks. Could have used your help, but...
Rifts are usually chaotic and unstable. That's why I've been plagued by one question. How could demons have created a stable, permanent passage from the abyss here in the World Wound? And as I stare into the flames of the rift itself, the answer still eludes me. What is the secret to this canker festering at the very heart of our world? How can we heal it?
My friends and comrades, the time has come for us to discuss something of the utmost importance. It is here, on the threshold of the abyss, that I must announce an important decision before you all. But first, we shall talk about you, Commander. About how well you have discharged the duties I entrusted to you.
Gosh.
My righteous sister in faith, must these discussions take place now at such a moment? The enemy is watchful, and its forces are great. That is what we must turn our attention to, not scrutinizing our fellow Crusaders.
In the 100 years that this war has lasted, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought about how we can win it. That is precisely why we cannot delay the conversation any longer.
Yeah, got my full attention.
Your forbearance is most appreciated. A commander's absolute priority is leading the Crusader armies. And I cannot help but notice that you have handled this part of your responsibilities well.
Okay. I guess that's something that, if you don't do well on the Crusade screen, maybe that changes.
I cannot but notice your strange choice of companions. The good gods teach us to seek the light even in the darkest soul, and to believe in redemption. But it is one thing to believe in the good intentions of a murderous succubus, and, for example, send her to a temple of Desna to be cared for by experienced priests. But it is another matter entirely to take the demon with you to the front lines, where one well-timed stab in the back could put a tragic end to our entire Crusader cause. It is unthinkably reckless.
With all due respect, my lady, Arushale has proven herself to be a faithful and reliable comrade. She has fought bravely for us, and we both want to see the demons defeated. Is there any reason to reproach the commander for accepting her into our party?
You can find reasons aplenty in any Mendevian cemetery, Sealer. Each one is full of the graves of those who were deceived by demons.
All right. We're gonna go this way.
This would sound like mere bravado from anyone else.
We can see the
But
light in her
you-
soul.
You are closer to the light than most of my comrades. You might actually be able to see the light in others.
Queen pauses for a moment, thinking.
Thank you. I can't believe you really said that.
Within moments of the Queen beginning to speak, Arushale seemed to turn to stone, but now she releases a breath.
You ignored the signal of the horn, telling you to return to the Fane's entrance and help our allies with the defense. This was
No, I
both
didn't.
an ethical and a tactical failure.
No, I didn't. I came.
I also wish to mention what you did with Iomede's banner, the Sword of Valor.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
This sacred relic, handed to you to defend the city against the demons, has become a reflection of you. I do not know how you managed to distort its features, but I cannot overlook it. I only pray that Iomede will forgive us all for this most improper treatment of her
Yeah,
relic.
that wasn't me.
That is all I wish to say. And now, to summarize. You can think my assessment is empty fault-finding.
Yeah.
but I am responsible for the entire crusade, for Mendev, and for the future of those who have encountered or will encounter the evil of the World Wound. I do not have the luxury of making a single mistake.
You hear the ring of steel in the Queen's voice.
That is why I am forced to remove you from the command of the Fifth Crusade.
We go with the mythic path, probably. My queen, you and I both believe that this in good and justice, so do what is good and just. Don't take away the title I've rightly earned. Throughout the queen's entire speech, Darren is silent, but his silence is more expressive than entire crowd yelling profanities. Yeah, when did you get here?
I deeply respect the desire to bring discipline to the Crusades, but not all the accusations you leveled at the commander are guided by that desire.
Typical. Get us to do the job first, and start with the questions after. Next thing they'll be telling us to empty our pockets and kicking us out the door.
My righteous sister, you are entitled to make such a decision, but please reconsider whether this is the right one. He is not just the Crusade commander. He is our hope, our only hope.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where this is all coming from to begin with.
Our only hope is he? I see you do not value me or the other heroes of the Crusade very highly, my righteous brother and comrade.
Yeah, and yet I'm the one doing all the work.
Forgive me. I overreacted. You are doubtlessly right, my brother. As are you. I shall let you retain the formal title of leader of the Crusade. It would be wrong to take it from you, but I shall still be taking over command of the armies. Hold your objections. There is a reason for this. Thanks to the book recovered from Aurelie Vorlish's laboratory, we know that the rift before us cannot be closed until the first and main rift is closed. The one that lies in the Threshold Fortress. So, for the safety of Darrazand, I shall have to destroy all the exits out of the Midnight Fane and block everything here so that demons coming through this indestructible rift cannot descend upon Darrazand again. This is a forced measure. I am doing it for the safety of the city. But this won't solve the problem. We should... No, we must track the demon's path and settle this issue once and for all. And that means venturing into the abyss. No one but you, with your unique power, can handle this task. That is why I shall take over the command of the Crusader armies, and you will journey forth on this great mission.
Yeah, so if you destroy the Phoenix exit, how am I getting back exactly?
Don't worry about that. I will go with you, and I know the secrets of traveling between planes. I have also been to the Abyss before, and I have fought the beasts that dwell there. My sword and my experience will help you on this mission.
Okay. Fine. Until the problem of the Nehandrian crystals is solved, we won't be able to win, so I'm going to the Abyss.
We will go to the Abyss side by side, champion.
Yeah.
And Darrazand will greet us with jubilation on the day of our return.
Wish me luck as well. Until next we meet.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch and learn.
All right, here we are. Looting my prey. Little coin with Baphomet's mark. We got a scimitar. We have a amulet. Got all the masterwork swords from the Marilith. What did we just pick up? What's the amulet? Is this one? Menace of Death. Whenever someone dies within a 10-foot radius of the wearer of this amulet of natural armor +3, the wearer gets the effect of the haste spell for 2d3 rounds. This effect is renewed each time someone dies. After the effect wears off, the wearer cannot make any weapon or unarmed attacks for a d3 rounds. That seems poor, actually. We have plenty of haste spells. Nobody's wearing this. All right. And then we had what's this bow? Shot composite longbow +1. Let's go back to order that we got them. Newest to oldest. What did we just pick up? The coin. A gold coin that used to belong to the Bay Lord Darrazand. The mark of the Demon Lord Baphomet is etched into the coin's face. Probably useful later. Rupturing Storm. +4 scimitar deals an additional 3d6 fire damage. On a critical hit, it creates fire sparks that stick to allies' weapons, granting them flame enhancement for a d3 rounds, as well as granting the wielder and allies fire resistance 20 for the same duration. I don't have anybody who uses scimitars. That would be a very nice weapon if I did. All right. So neither of those is particularly interesting to us. Okay. I guess we're going this way. And in we go. All this stuff's going to be magic and or useful probably. No, not all of it. Okay, well, we're going to have to just get this stuff by hand then, I guess. Unfortunately, there was stuff in those weapon racks that isn't useful. And the chain shirts aren't particularly good either. There's those weapon racks. Yeah, they're just junk. All right. Here we go. Commanders.
The commander has stepped through the rift, and now there is no going back. Onward, to solitude, to the unknown, to the abyss.
Well, it's saying I didn't finish the middle game. Oh well. Champion, how extraordinary. I sensed a surge in the power within you the moment you boldly stepped forth into the rift. I was there following you in the abyss, but it was as though I suddenly found myself in the blessed expanses of the upper planes. The angel turns his head and surveys the bleak landscape that has been revealed to you. His movements are growing tense, and even the soft golden glow that usually emanates from him is fading. So that's where this rift leads, to the realm of the most cunning of all the demon lords. This location is familiar to me, but that fact brings me neither joy nor consolation. The abyss. The distant echoes of the endless battles being waged on this plane reach your ears even here. The ringing of metal, the slashing of claws, the howl of flames, death rattles, a triumphant shout, a furious growl. Gorham may live in Elysium, but he's never shunned the abyss, and that means you can find a place here. It's time to show these demons how mortals can fight. Ah, the abyss. Nenia rubs her palms together. This is not a hospitable place, but just imagine how many experiments that we can conduct here. How many marvelous demons we can study. Urushile's voice drops to a whisper. The abyss. I swore I would never come back. Everything here dredges up old memories. Everything here just screams, this is your true home. My cursed and benighted home. Home is the place where you feel safe. The place where you love and the place you love and feel comfortable in. Our party is your true home. And the abyss is just a place. A sad smile lifts the corners of the succubus's lips. You're right. This is just a place, a dark and evil place, but no more than that. I've already broken away from here once. I can do it again. All right, well, what can you tell us about it? These are the Midnight Isles. An odd mix of pensiveness and profound aversion rings in the angel's voice. This is the realm of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Every corner of the abyss is repellent in its own way, but this is where one truly walks on corpses. The angel gestures at the land with his iron gauntlet. On the corpses of demon lords that were treacherously murdered, every monster slain by Nocticula becomes an island like the one we're standing on right now. This place seems to be created specifically to befuddle the hearts and minds of the righteous. What I mean is that the demon lords are our enemies and their deaths should please us, but as I look at this black sky, I realize that sometimes the death of evil creates even greater evil. I would not kill other demon lords. For power, of course. Every new murder that she commits extends her realm, and the greater her realm, the greater her power. The ambitions of the Lady in Shadow are great, and she knows no mercy. So the archipelago has become much larger in the millennia of her rule here. What does she have to do with the invasion of Galarian? I do not know. Before the idol that we saw in the Midnight Fane, I had not seen any trace of her influence in the World Wound, but it's no wonder the Lady in Shadow values guile, subterfuge, and devious plots. I will not be surprised if it turns out that she has been secretly aiding Baphomet and Descari since the first days of the invasion. Okay, what do we need to watch out for? Beware of every shadow, the angel answers without hesitation. This is the abyss, the plane of chaos and evil. It would be fair to compare our mission to that of spies sent deep into enemy territory. We do not belong here, and everyone and everything that does not seek to kill us on sight will either kill us slowly or use us for unimaginable evil. It is a shame that we cannot hope for the protection of the Sword of Valor in this place, or the one who used to wield it. You should have sensed it already, how different everything feels without the banner's holy protection. Okay, what's the plan? We need to find the source of the Nahandrian crystals and destroy it forever, if possible. We know for certain that the crystals were transported to the World Wound through the rift that we used to get here. What we must do right now is take a thorough look around. We need to understand what this place is and what they were doing with the crystals here, whether they were creating them or mining them or bringing them from here to elsewhere. I would also like to know who was in charge of the demons on this side of the rift. There still may be traces here or even some documents or witness. All right, let's move. Be careful, champion. I will wait for you here. Of course you will. So glad that you're with us. All right, guys. I think that this might be a good place to call it quits. We're right just about up on 40 minutes here, and we've been running long lately, so I think we're going to go ahead and give it a rest. I will upgrade everybody's mythic stats between episodes, and when we get back next episode, we will continue on into the abyss itself. I don't see exactly where we need to go, but oh, down this way. Okay, so there we go. Portal down here already. So all right, we're squarely into Act 4 now, and so I think we are all set. But that's going to do it for this episode, because we're, like I said, we're right up on 40 minutes. So if you've enjoyed it, do me a big favor, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.